Mad, sick, Reggaeville.
Reggaeville SummerJam 2013. The indignation is in this nation, and the indignation is finally in Europe. Welcome, Jason Wharton and Protoje to SummerJam.
Blessed love every time, Reggaeville. Give thanks.
Jason, how are you feeling today?
Happy, excited, joyous. It's great.
Right. It was a wonderful performance today for you guys. You performed on the red stage earlier on, really exceptional. How did you experience it?
It was a joy. From the moment I walked out till the moment I walk off, the energy was crazy. To see my brothers on stage with me also was even made it more special to share it this time, because as I said last time, I was here by myself. So this was just way more fun to have my band, and that's the only way I really want to play music.
Nice. We really felt the vibe. How was it for you? It's actually your first time in Europe, not just with the Indignation, but in general, right?
Well, the best example I'd like to give you is like when I go surfing and I get this wave coming towards me and it's just big and I'm seeing it coming over me. It's the same feeling, the sound wave and the sea wave. I just feel like this big thing is coming and I'm just going to ride it and just, yeah.
Nice. This sounds great. What we want to do, we want to go on tour with the Indignation while they're on tour throughout Europe. This is the first stop at SummerJam, and we're going to introduce to you the Reggaeville Massive, all the members of the Indignation, tell you about the backgrounds, about the history, and also experience it with them, what they are experiencing on tour. So now today, in our first edition at SummerJam, I'm with two of the founding members of the group Indiggnation. Can you tell me, Protoje, how was it when you first got together to play music?
Yeah, it was done by Jamnesia at Billy Mystic Surf Camp in Bull Bay. I was just there watching and they called me on stage, and Jason was on stage. He was playing bass that night too. And they just called me on, but I met him about 4 years before that in Canada at a friend's house. It's just real random. Well, nothing's random, it's just... And that's that night, it was just a joy, because my first time on stage with live musicians too. And about a week after I went to see one of his shows where he was playing at, I'm not quite sure where it was, but I went there and he was there, and after he came off stage we started to talk, and he was like, we're like, put a band together, and he's like, he wanted to play music with me, and I was like, I really want to play music with him, so let's just start. And we just started to play music, and every piece fell into place, liquor by liquor. Yeah.
Nice. Jason, you play the guitar at the Indignation. Please tell me about how did you get to start play the guitar, and about your musical history.
I don't know who it was I saw on TV, but it's just the first thing I wanted to do from I was about 7. And I begged my parents. I didn't have to beg very hard, really, but so I started playing from then. It's the only thing I've ever really wanted to do. I think it's just what I'm supposed to do.
Yes. Yeah. From there till now, did it feel a bit, were you nervous today? It was the first performance in Europe with the Indignation. Did it feel afterwards like a relief, or how was the feeling afterwards?
Well, we're just coming from California. We did Sierra Nevada, a couple shows there, so we've been in the groove. But yeah, it is a relief now to have our first show out of the way in Europe. And it's a long summer, 2 months, so it's just back to work and tighten up everything and really lock in. But nervous, no, but every time. And right now I'm so much more confident with my band. Now when I hear them start playing, I know it's on already, even before I go on stage. So for me, it was just really anxious to get it out of my system. Yeah, man.
How does it feel now? You said so many times before that you want to come with the Indignation and present the music with the band. How does it feel for you now?
It's validation for the work we've been putting in. Cause Jason can tell you we've been through a lot trying to get to play music. It's been a long road, and to be here, it's just validation that the work that we put in has sprung forth into life, and that's the thing, when you put in work you're going to get the results. And we work hard, we really work hard in Jamaica to practice and perfect our craft. So to do this in front of so many people is just a joy and a blessing, and I give thanks to the Most High for giving us this opportunity.
Wonderful. You mentioned it already, you practice a lot. How can I imagine a day when the Indiggnation gets together, how you practice, how you rehearse, and how you maybe also jam together to come up with songs?
It's just an ongoing experiment with sounds and stuff. I mean, I wake up every morning, I go out in my garden, I spend some hours practicing. I play a few other instruments too. And then,
Like
you know,
what?
piano, bass.
I have enough time, so.
Piano, bass, flute, saxophone, percussion, harmonicas, a couple other things. One time I counted, it was about 11.
Wow.
But cello, I just picked up the cello a year ago. But yeah, it's everybody's just immersed in it. So we'll come together, maybe something new happens, or we'll come together and somebody says, "Hey, I have this thing I need to play it, and let's just jam it or something." And it's just a natural process, I guess. It's just organic.
Nice. Now all 8 of you are together on tour. You said 2 months. What benefits would you say, or what are the best characteristics that you appreciate the most about having Jason with you on tour now?
Yo, Jason is just there's nobody in this world like this youth, you know what I mean? Like in so many different ways. He's the funniest person. We get enough jokes from Jason, and the thing is about Jason is that he's a real humble individual and a real youth, and I love him. He's my brother, and just to be here, I know he's young China in working too, right? So he has to have that attitude sometime to, but Jason is my brother, man. Real humble youth, real good soul and heart, and just to see him gives me energy, cause when somebody has that in them and have that glow in them, it just brings a light to you. So every time I just see him, I just feel like, ready for play music, and really appreciate him being on the road here, to balance but the whole energy.
That's nice. What I heard a lot of people saying today was he's the young Jimi Hendrix when they were watching you play the guitar.
I don't know. Sorry, that's what I meant. I don't know why I said China.
Enough love and respect.
No. I love China. And I mean, I even called the other guitarist Zugo Young Chezidek sometime. I had it mixed up, but Jason has that rock star thing about him, and that was the main thing to why we decided to play, because I grew up on a lot of rock music, so I fell in love when I heard Jason play guitar first time. I was like, yo, this sounds like Jimmy, this sounds like that, this sounds like Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine, like that type of vibe. So you can go back and see what he's gonna say about sounding like.
Yeah.
You were saying you heard.
Yeah, I heard people saying that, and I just wanted to pass on that compliment because everybody was just really blown away. I mean, the way how you play the guitar backwards and in any position possible was just amazing,
Yeah, man. Well, Jimmy's he's the king of guitar, man. He's just, I really dig his style, man. It's just so groovy, Jimmy is boss. Jimmy is an alien. Is my greatest influence. And then, of course, China Smith, who have the senior master, high priest of guitar. For sure. So, but Jimmy is definitely. If it's one person I could go back and meet, well, I don't know if I could pick one, but right now I would say Jimmy right now. Oh, yeah.
So after these wonderful words that Protoje had to say about you, without him listening now, what would you say is the best thing that you appreciate the most about Protoje?
The first main thing is that I feel that he has the same attitude to music and to life. It's about taking stuff in and not being closed to anything, being open to everything. Because this is my favorite thing about the music we play, is that it's so eclectic. We have so many different mixes. Even some of the other members in the band have all these other mixes of of vibes and influences, and he's just really dedicated to it. There's one thing I really respect about him is the discipline and the dedication. But you know, and it's still that sometimes you can't take yourself too serious and all of these things. So as him says, just a brotherhood, is a real family connection or something like that. It's just one of my best friends, man.
Nice.
Thanks, bro.
So you see the vibe is just so wonderful. So a good start for you today. I wish you all the best for the rest of the 2 months journey, and of course even beyond that. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for the performance tonight, and all the best.
Let's say love, Munche.
Thank you, Roger.
Give thanks, Protoje.
Dankeschön.
Bitteschön.
Yeah, see you soon. You get to meet the rest of everybody as the whole family, right? So,
everybody.
yeah, man, we're off. Long road ahead of us. Give thanks. Last I love every time. Aye!